Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Age of Petty Kings, and we'll be subbing House Stark today as Legendary Giraffe has gone on vacation for about a week. I asked him if he would like me to sub, and he said yes, so here we are. Now, I've already kind of scouted around to see what would be a good idea. I suggested this to him, and he said, yeah, go for it. Pretty much, I'm getting the gist is that he's trying to, in a sense, how you say, just getting ready for some major conflict, which, as there's conflict brewing in the south, I think he just wants to be ready because House Lannister is a dangerous faction because they have not joined a side of the war. So I'm not going to be giving too much more than that to you guys, but I don't know why at first. I don't know what the frick he thinks is a good idea, throwing generals up north. Just, if it's hard to say without not saying. Anyways, did I make that my capital? Good. So, basic gist is we need to fight this battle and win without losing either general, which is harder than it's easier said than done, but it's possible because I've done it in practice. Not on recording, but in practice I've done it. So, there's that. So, we'll get this. I think it's the third one. It's usually the third one if I only use one spy action. I should probably attack and retreat just to see if I can get it without fog.
By St. Andrew, our spy has opened the gates! The Lord is with us today. We have captured the enemy's walls. Attack! Onward! Attack!
We'll just see if we can't get them to run away a bit more. There we go. Because if we initiate that running away, then we can catch up to them and subsequently cut them off. Or we could just do this, because this is so much better.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Doesn't this seem a little ridiculous?
Attack! Move now! Move now! Move! The battle is
Jeez.
very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Well, there you go. We only lost one guy.
Move now! With all haste! Move out!
Well, they're not going to make it easier on us by grouping up here, so we'll probably move back. That's the hard thing about a general who is a bit bigger in unit size because they don't compact very well in a small niche environment. This guy's a little tired, so we'll give him a little bit of a break. I'm gonna see if while he's doing that, I'm gonna run him over here and see if they move their position slightly.
Your Majesty! With all haste! Onward!
I know you're bloodied already, which is not a good sign. So we'll probably have the prince race in first. I'd like him to go as such. I like how they're just kind of like, what's up? And that way the prince is farthest from harm. And that way his knights will do most of the work. He's literally the farthest away until he jumps in, of course.
Good tidings.
Well, that's
The
good.
enemy general lies dead. We have set the cart to hell.
Good. Good, Anakin. Good. Kill him. Kill him now. Come on. Kill him.
The battle is very
Slay that
near.
fool. There you go.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Alrighty. Where are you, my friend? Oh, you're in the back. Good. Good, good, good. It would almost be nice if they didn't have, you know, morale for days here. Alright, just double check that you guys are okay. We'll speed it up a bit.
I, St. Andrew, our men have taken control. Lord! We have lost control of the city.
Okay, there's only 4 guys left. Speed her up. For Scotland's king, yes. Not for Stark, but for Scotland.
All of Christendom will be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Alright, so the bodyguard got 109. Ooh, kills. Ouch. Look how many Westmoreland Knights died. Ouch. They did 30. Oh, 30 for 30. Okay, not too bad. And they healed 5, so that's okay. You guys healed 1, 10, 2, so that's good. Alright, we won that without losing either general, which is great. Now we'll be able to stop the rioting here because the place is rioting. So it's just a matter of how we do that. How we go about doing that, actually, I should say. So we should be able to influx. Oh, so we get 4 units of galley at our capital. That does not make any sense. Why? Okay, alright, whatever. Yeah, sure, sure, I can roll with that. Actually, I want to see now if Barrowtown gives him more money or not. A little bit more. And it's a little closer. What about Molt Kalen? Nope, not quite. So it's a little closer, it'll give a little bit more money. And that'll make it a little bit easier to rule over this place. This, trade-wise, because it increases the corruption by 2 and trade by 5. So you get an increase of 3 per turn, as long as you put 700 gold into it, practically 800, when you could get that pretty much 800 for just destroying the fucking thing. So, crucify me if you think I'm a terrible person, but I honestly think that was not a bad deal. Now, I can't move these guys. Well, I can't move Devrin because he's got no more movement points. Otherwise, that would be a little cheaper. So we'll do that to get it 75%. Next turn, they'll be able to recruit some levies or whatever the frick they want to recruit. I cannot. Anyways, we'll be recruiting because we have an excess amount of money now. So if you're gonna have ships, just please, just leave them in the harbor where they're not going to get attacked. Thank you and good night. Honestly, I I can understand why he would send Rickard back because he can't, and the guy's old, but he's still useful. And at the same time, he's got 11 years, which is 22 turns. That's Look at how long we've been going. Not even 30 turns yet, and you're throwing back on the north. I'm sorry, but I just. And that guy's pointed downwards, so I can only assume that he needs to stay here. So I'm also gonna just be like, hey, dude, just if you're marching, yeah, he's marching south. Okay. If any of you stayed long enough or in this one little clip to hear that, yeah, he's marching south. So, uh, just if you know you're going south, just prepare. Also prepare an army in the south, but at the same time, these are probably the best warriors he's got. But if he waited, he could has those guys at here if he would have taken initiative as soon as he took over to take out House Mud. Maybe he wasn't in range or something. But if I could do that, then I don't know. I question too much sometimes. And the smartest thing if we're sailing south is to build a strong fleet. Perhaps a band of Sunset Sea Raiders would be nice later. Okay. Be throwing... You know what? Just get some knights because they're decent. Torn Square, you guys just get one of each. Get one of each as well. Uh, you already got some. Just get in there. You're already in the north, man, even though you're frickin'... Oh, gosh, that just bugs me. Because generals can be so useful in battle, even more useful than knights. Which is why it's bugging me so bad. Also, I would give ice to Donner Woodfoot, but then he'd be like, what the frick did you do that for? And I'd go, because it makes him a night fighter. But at the same time, has anybody really had to use a night fighter ability yet? No, but it's just a natural habit for me to do that in a hot seat. Plus, it gives him authority. If it takes it away, then it might make troops go bye-bye. Well, now we have a grand fleet. Well, it only makes sense that we have the grand fleet for the king. So wherever the ship docks, should be about right there. Are you serious? This guy's out of range. Okay, whatever. Let's do that. How much movement bonus do you get? He's got Great Racer, so +5. I wish the Master of Ships gave you like a +5 while at sea or something. That'd actually be pretty cool. Mm, well, I almost feel like there'll be plenty of chance to recruit along the way, but at the same time, yeah, Mud's destroyed, huzzah. Yep, you got another command star. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Gorn. Gorn is sent to heaven. Okay, so we have less than a half a stack. Presumably picking up men along the way, so you guys just... Uh, the ship... All right, now I'm thinking about it a little bit too much. Well, if I recruit a guy here and I send him with crummy units, will he, you know, sail down south and recruit more, or will he just, if I leave these guys behind for the free upkeep and not recruit any more because they're crummy, if he waits to get down south to where men-at-arms in the Mudlands are, then he won't have to bring these guys all the way down there. But would he sail, or would I send him over here? Would he go back, grab them, and leave anyways? Is what I'm wondering. It's like, just, you know what, we're just going with it. Just,
Onward!
you're just gonna be happy with what you get.
Aye, sire. Aye.
It's not gonna be perfect.
Was spotted. Aye, Captain. Dropping anchor until the morrow,
All
sir.
right, next turn you'll have some decent. These guys are actually really good. They'd be even better if they gave them effective against armor, but that's a tale for another time.
Aye, my liege.
Just regard why. All right, if he's got more than 20% movement points, I'm moving him south. 5%, 10%, he's already got it. 15. He's got 30%. Why in the hell did he move him south? I mean, no, sorry, man. He's going north. I mean, he's going south. He's a useful asset to you. If whether you have the insight to see it or not, he is a useful friend of yours, and he shall be forever. Now, what would you want to build besides the necessary? I don't understand that tavern, but you know, uh, oh yeah, did you know that we don't have an assassin anymore?
Your honor.
There's that. It's kind of like you took care of somebody's baby for a while. You felt like you did all right, and then you come back and it's they kind of it doesn't go as well as you think it should afterwards, especially when their assassin gets killed probably or dies on some mission on purpose.
Aye, my
That's a
liege.
waste of an assassin. Ah, it's killing me, Smalls.
Was that your best shot?
Yeah, if this besieges you, which it shouldn't, because rebels usually do nothing in this, so that's interesting. They're ironborn. There's not really much more I can do, but just chat with you guys. If you want, I will build you more hunting rights because you obviously have a ton of archers to recruit. I'm not gonna touch it because that's stable region. Actually, yeah, there's no corruption, so it was necessary in fair market, otherwise you will crash. That's pretty much it. Do I? Well, we already got a massive navy coming from the south north. All right, let's assess how big his navy will be.
Aye,
4,
aye,
5.
aye. Aye, sire.
So we got 6 ships.
Aye,
We'll
Captain.
have 4 over there. It's half a stack. They'll have another one. Can't hurt, because galleys take a long time and it'll take them a while to sail south. And it gives you something to spend money on because I don't know what you want to build. A lot of the stuff in this game costs a ton of shit to build. Well, that's an interesting look at that. Well, okay. I'm just going to pass it on to House Aaron, Warrior Angel. Not really much more for me to do. So, thank you everybody. Check out Legendary Draft's other previous turns, and I'll see you next time. Barry Knight out.